All right, we got a few strong storms across portions of the Pueblo County area right now. Let's take you to what we're looking at, because a few of these storms are going to continue to be a bit on the stronger side, primarily due to strong winds across the region. So that's what we're looking at here. You can see a severe thunderstorm warning that's in effect until 2:45 p.m. We're here at about 10 minutes after 2. You can see by the looks of the radar, this does not look very strong. But what the National Weather Service is warning of is the strong winds collapsing under the thunderstorm that is hitting the surface and gusting to about 60 plus miles per hour. Hopefully everyone hears me. If at all possible, if the audio is not great, please tell me. I'll be checking comments here. If you're just now joining us, there is that active severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 2:45 p.m. This is primarily due to wind. This does include the Pueblo County area and just along Highway 50 as you're getting into Pueblo proper. It does not include Pueblo West. So elsewhere across the region, we have also been looking at a few storms across the eastern plains that were previously severe warned. As of right now, though, not looking at any imminent threat for severe weather. Most of our severe storms will really be pushing into western Kansas here over the next hour to 2 hours. There is a severe thunderstorm watch that's in place now, that's in effect for the next several hours due to the strong wind component across portions of the eastern plains. We have seen some strong winds across parts of really the southern tier of the Colorado area into parts of the Sangre de Cristos. This is all due to another jet streak moving through the region, thus transitioning some of those winds down to the surface. And that's keeping us with gusts around 40 to 50 miles per hour. And that's some of the latest data readings we're getting in El Paso County right now around Colorado Springs. Those winds are going to be with us through the afternoon, and it will continue to prompt high fire danger. We really don't see those winds let up until about after 7 o'clock this evening, and red flag warnings will stay in effect as a result concerning that high fire danger across the region. I'm going to check our live really quick. Thank you, Pat. Thank you for letting me know. It's hard to keep up with all these moving parts sometimes, still getting used to it. So the audio, Pat says, is good, so that's great. The wind across the eastern plains, though, will stay a bit gusty south of Highway 50 overnight tonight. 30, 40 mile per hour winds. You can see these red flag warnings are quite expansive across the eastern plains, parts of the high country, in effect until 8 p.m. this evening, and then another round of red flag warnings here across parts of Alamosa and the San Luis Valley until 8 o'clock on Wednesday. So those areas will continue to be under high fire danger. But let me share this with you because this is important. Our threat for severe weather is not going to be like it was yesterday. We're going to see a lot of moisture contributing to larger hailstones or rain or anything to that degree. It's primarily going to be wind. Any severe storms that fire up will be producing some damaging outflow winds in excess of about 60 miles per hour. We're in a Category 1 here across Eads, Colorado, parts of Cheyenne County up into Kit Carson County along I-70. We also have a dust storm warning in effect around parts of Alamosa until 2:45 p.m. You can see the large hail threat here, just to kind of put your mind at ease, is really only across parts of the Denver area and up into northeastern Colorado. But we don't have all the components needed to really support large hail across the entirety of the state. So that just kind of puts your mind a bit at ease. But you can see the reflectivity kind of showing you that southwest to northeast orientation with these storms. And again, our only severe thunderstorm warning as of right now sits right here across Pueblo County, and that is for 60 plus 70 mile per hour winds moving into the Pueblo County area. So these locations will be looking at some pretty strong winds. And I know sometimes in the Pueblo County area, you can get these strong winds that they hit that 60, 70 mile per hour threshold, and they kind of sometimes with a shed or a roof that is a little bit older, it can do some roof damage. Anything over 58 miles per hour is considered to be a damaging wind. So if you're just now kind of popping on with us, that is an active severe thunderstorm warning around Pueblo. That is in effect effect here until 2:45 p.m. That goes for Avondale, Boone, Pueblo, and Salt Creek. It does not include Pueblo West. You're still getting in on some of those thunderstorm winds in the Pueblo West area, but the primary concern for severe wind is inside the yellow polygon, which is indicative of that severe thunderstorm warning. And you can see there's a likelihood they're going to expand that east. It looks like they likely already have in the Avondale area. There is not one for Colorado Springs. Kathy Cowell asking that. Not as of right now, Kathy. Doesn't mean there won't be one later. All it takes is one little rogue storm billowing up, and then it's going to collapse pretty fast because there's just not enough for it to thrive on. And so as it collapses and that wind hits the surface, it just contributes to even stronger winds than what we already are dealing with right now. So that's why that severe thunderstorm warning is in place. Just as Kathy was asking about El Paso County, you can see El Paso County, we're just dealing with some 40 to 50 mile per hour gusts right now, which is nothing to dismiss, right? I mean, that's getting up in there. Anything over 58 miles per hour gust is considered to be severe wind and can do minor roof damage, things to that degree. But we're primarily looking at some of these storms that are going to scoot to the north and east. This is going to bypass Colorado Springs, but you can see where a few storms are trying to build here across northern Taylor County. Look at all this dry air pushing in. So this is another little jet streak. Up where planes fly, you've got those fast moving ribbon of air, and that kind of contributes to, as you get that jet stream orientation across the southern tier of the state, it kind of transitions down to the surface, and it causes very strong winds. But you can see some of the drier air pushing in across southern Colorado, kind of moving into the central plains, and that's kind of pushing a lot of that moisture, which is indicated there, or illustrated rather, right here in that blue to white color. So that's going to push a lot of that moisture into the plains. So we'll be a lot drier tomorrow, and dew points are going down as well. This is why that severe thunderstorm warning in Pueblo we're not seeing any rain reaching the surface. We're a bit too dry, but the wind is certainly reaching the surface, and that will continue to be the case. And really looking at primarily only strong storms that are producing wind and the possibility for a little rain. That would only really exist across the far eastern plains and western sections of Kansas. So this is a look at that jet streak. You can see it right here depicted in the trough. So focus on the brown palette. That kind of extends across southern Colorado. It's going to keep us with some windy conditions overnight tonight. So if you are just now joining us, we are kind of popping on here just to talk a little bit about the severe thunderstorm warning in the Pueblo County area. Again, it is not anything to do with hail. It is primarily to do with strong winds. You can see kind of a shield of moisture that kind of tried to kind of push across eastern El Paso County. All of this was in the form of cloud cover, though, not actually reaching the surface. So I'm going to check a couple comments before we hop off here, but wanted to make sure we did a little due diligence here to the Pueblo County severe thunderstorm warning. Michelle, hey Michelle, how you doing? She lives around 80923 zip code. She says it's extremely windy, praying that a couple sections of my fence, which have weakened, won't blow over. Yeah, I don't blame you. Let's check out those winds one more time, because the wind right now, kind of current reading, looks like it's around 49 to 50 miles per hour, give or take. We need to look at some actual surface observations though, but it's getting up in there for sure. I'll check a couple more things here before I hop off. Let's see. Dust storm warning. Okay, so the severe thunderstorm warning, let's see. For Pueblo, what's been extended east is a dust storm warning, so I apologize. Let's back that up. Trying to do everything at once here and missed that just a bit. So let's talk about that for a second. I got used to another system for 15 years, and now I have to use this system, and it's a bit challenging for me. It's not as the workflow is not what I'm used to, so I apologize. Okay, so we've got several things going on here. So let me show you. So you see this very light yellow color right here? That's the dust storm warning. That extends into Avondale and areas around Pueblo County, central Pueblo County. But now we have another severe thunderstorm warning that's also been extended east. So you've got 2 warnings. You've got a dust storm warning in effect until 2:45 p.m. for Pueblo County. That dust channel near Blend or Pueblo is moving northeast at 45 miles per hour with visibility down to less than a quarter mile. Dangerous, life-threatening travel and near zero visibility on I-25. Avoid the storm. If caught, pull off the road. Turn off your lights and keep your foot off the brake. That can get a little bit scary. So that is the dust storm warning. Let me put that on for you. So that is this light yellow color you can barely see here. That is where that dust storm warning is. And what the National Weather Service is saying, and I can actually see it a little bit better now. So the reflectivity back to the radar, all of this right here is also reflecting back as a lot of dust. And that is putting the visibility down to less than a quarter of a mile. Then you have the severe thunderstorm warning that is in place here across parts of Avondale, Blend, also includes Boone. That is in effect until 2:45 p.m. And I believe that's been extended now until 2:45 p.m. Avondale, Boone, Pueblo, Salt Creek. So that's for winds in excess of about 60 to 70 miles per hour. So just to reset just a bit, let's see. We have got 3 polygons you're looking at here, okay? Severe thunderstorm warning number 1 for strong winds. We've got a dust storm warning that encompasses this entire region, and that is for dust that is moving over Pueblo and Blend right now. That is reducing visibility down to less than a quarter of a mile. That dust storm warning in effect also until 2:45 p.m. And now they have extended the severe thunderstorm warning a little further east to include all of northeastern Pueblo County and parts of southern El Paso County. That's still in effect until 2:45 p.m. Let's check out some cameras. See if we can do that real quick. Ooh, let's look at this. Pueblo West. And let's get Pueblo in here. See what we got going on here. Yeah, it definitely looks hazy out there. Let's see. Might be a little bit behind. So this is a look here at Pueblo, and looks like Wills Boulevard in Pueblo. You can see very hazy skies off in the distance there. Can't see anything that indicates we've got visibility down to less than a quarter of a mile, but it's probably likely very concentrated to parts of Highway 50 and the intersection of I-25 and just points to the east due to that blowing dust and moving dust in the region. I'm going to check out a few comments here. Right now, winds are gusting to around 40 to 50 miles per hour in El Paso County. You can see the camera really rocking and rolling here in Pueblo West. It's detecting a thunderstorm. Although there's nothing reaching the surface, you've certainly got a lot of strong winds, possibly a hit of lightning or two. All right, let's make sure we got all of our channels on here. Severe thunderstorm warning for Crowley, El Paso, and Pueblo counties in east central Colorado in effect until 2:45 p.m. A severe thunderstorm near Pueblo Airport moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. That's really clocking it. May bring 60 mile per hour wind gust and possibility of some hail, although I think wind is our primary concern. Expect damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Move to an interior room on the lowest level. So Matt's texting me here, and I think he's going to hop on in just a little bit, and then we will kind of do this together. If you are joining us around Pueblo County, feel free to give us some feedback and let us know what you're seeing. Obviously, if you are inside that severe thunderstorm warning, we don't want to encourage you to go outside or take video, anything to that degree. All right, looks like Matt's going to be joining us here in just a few minutes. But let's kind of reset just a bit until he can hop on with us. And so you've got 3 alerts here. If you're just now joining us, this is for Pueblo County. So let me walk you through what we have. We have, you see the light yellow color here, the dust storm warning. This goes for all of Pueblo proper. Pueblo West, you're getting in on some of the strong winds as well, but the dust is pushing towards the north and east, reducing visibility down to about 1/4 mile in some areas. It looks like it's very concentrated here around Highway 50 and Highway 233, Colorado Highway 233 and Highway 50. And inside that dust storm warning, you have these yellow polygons. Those are illustrating the severe thunderstorm warning associated with this thunderstorm that is producing 60 to 70 mile per hour winds as well. So several factors that we're looking at here that want to, make sure that you get into the interior-most portion of your home on the lowest level. I mean, it doesn't happen often, but when you do have a window blowout just at the right place and you're standing beside it, it can happen. So make sure if it, looks harrowing outside, the wind is really rocking and rolling, you're kind of away from those windows as well. Pretty windy today up in Palmer Lake. Sean said, thank you, Michelle. A lot of people asking about El Paso County. There's no imminent threat in El Paso County right now. There is a severe thunderstorm watch that is in place for portions of the Eastern Plains. That does go into effect here. It was in effect now through about 9 o'clock tonight. We will be putting that on for you here in just a few moments, but we did not expect active severe weather this afternoon. But we did expect the wind to be the big story. And you can see these winds kind of pushing out of the southwest. We've got a pretty strong jet streak at the surface that is pivoting through southern Colorado, and that is transitioning those strong winds down to the surface in excess of about 40 to 50 miles per hour. And those winds are going to stay gusty out of the southwest until about 7, 8 o'clock this evening, but we'll still see ongoing strong winds across Highway 50 through about 2, 3 o'clock Wednesday morning. And I think Wednesday is still going to be a pretty windy day for us across the region. So that is also another round of potential high fire danger for us across areas south of Highway 50 and across the San Luis Valley. And you can see how expansive some of these red flag warnings are across the region in Alamosa, Pueblo, and even including portions of the Eastern Plains in effect until 8 p.m. tonight. This is a look at those severe weather parameters today. And you'll notice that Category 1, it's kind of a low-end category here across the Eastern Plains. Doesn't mean we can't get 1 or 2 severe thunderstorm warnings outside of this zone. It just means our parameters for severe weather are more pronounced across parts of Cheyenne County, parts of Kit Carson County along I-70, and parts of eastern Los Animas County, the 2, which does support the threat for larger hail across eastern Baca County and into southwestern Kansas. But most of our moisture kind of pushing towards the central plains right now. You can see a lot of the movement of some of these thunderstorms. They're really rocking and rolling with a forward speed at least 25 to 30 miles per hour. And so they're going pretty fast. And that's with the help of that jet stream that is kind of pushing these storms along a lot faster today than what we saw yesterday. You'll notice, though, across parts of southern Colorado, the yellow color is indicative of very dry air pushing in. But we still have enough moisture, just enough moisture to give way to a few little isolated thunderstorms across the region overall, though. All right, I'm going to hop off and